Erica was sitting on my left. Manya was in my lap. Elizabeth was on my right. Irene was sitting next to me. Elizabeth was next to her. Alexander was davening Musaf, and I was wearing the dress I wore to Alexander's bar mitzvah. I'm not sure it gets better than that. Except for David and Jay couldn't join us. If you ever heard of such a thing as my cup runneth over, that's what it is. And we feel very grateful that all of you are here to share in our extraordinary joy. And we're happy to, I told Erica she's now past the two family traditions. She's made it to the refrigerator in the kitchen, and she slept on the couch in the library. That's where you have to sleep when you're now become the fiance, and it's a rickety one, but now she slept on the library couch, so she's now made it into the family. And to watch Alexander and Erica over this Shabbos, the way they interact with each other and they understand each other, and he calms her down, she calms him down, and it's just, just to watch them study together and sing together, and you can't ask for anything more for your child than to have found someone who makes them so happy, and my cup runneth over, and thank you all for joining us in just being so happy.
Good morning. To each of you, thanks for coming this morning to meet Erica, Alexander's Besheret, and our soon-to-be third daughter. We are excited to welcome Eric, her parents Andy and Debbie Kimmel, her sister Steph and husband Zach, and daughter Noah, to our rapidly expanding family. We feel so fortunate and are humbled by all the blessings God has provided for us, as Nancy was saying. Erica, when we met you at Penn graduation, we knew you were Alexander's Besheret. And since that time, we have grown to appreciate how much you have rounded out his neshama, his soul. More than a lifetime partner, you are his Havruta, his study partner. As is my tradition, I take a little schluff on Shabbos afternoon, whatever chair I happen to find myself. As I would awaken yesterday, I opened my eyes to see the two of you studying Rav Yaakov, Hebrew, alternating between being the reader and being the person giving the reflection. I smiled and felt very, very blessed. Alexander, to paraphrase my Mechut, Irene's father-in-law, Bob Ressman, Alexander, you did well. Alexander and Erica, we are so happy that you have found each other. At L'chaim, one often hears brachos for the couple to have a happy life as they build a home among the people of Israel. And of course, that is your exact plan. We wish you all the happiness and blessing to many years of marriage, a married life filled with health, of many years of Havruta study, for many children and grandchildren, and for peace for you and for all of Israel. Amen.
I want to say something also, please, everyone. One of our teachers, Rav Yair, Moraita and O'Neill, for those who know those institutions, often speaks about the Karban Olah, which is a sacrifice that's discussed in this week's Parsha. Last week's, this week's, a little bit of both. And what's interesting about that one, different than all the other sacrifices, was that it had to be entirely burned, right? Often ones that you sacrifice the carcass, but you eat the meat, or other things that you can do, or you throw some away after it burns for an amount of time. Interesting details. But one of them is that the Karban Olah, you have to burn it entirely. And it's talked about we read about that on Rosh Chodesh at the beginning of every month, at important times of renewal and important milestones, and it was also done at important milestones. And so he speaks about that, what that Rav Yair teaches that represents, is the importance of just going all in and entirely being consumed in an experience, and entirely, the importance of it. Sometimes, you want to have a balance of being in and out, and sometimes you want to have a balance of, what you take with you and what you give to others. But there's something about totally immersing yourself, not leaving one foot out the door, and just totally throwing yourself in. who might relate to it in this way, like, and theologically, really giving your life to Hashem, or, you know, to the world, or our Creator, or however you might conceptualize that concept. And to really that, you know, you can't have one foot out. Either you're all in to just make the world a better place and strive to do that. And there's just a lot of different ways of thinking about that, and different ways it's discussed with a lot of details. That's the main idea. And I was thinking about that this morning. Eric and I went for a jog this morning. She was listening to music, so I got to think. And
when you're out though.
And I thought about two things in this L'chaim. Is like, one is that I think all of y'all have really played like a large part in raising me, and I, you know, at different points, like my parents are really good friends or people from the synagogue, like and, you know, just in all different aspects of Houston. Like, I really felt like everyone really accepted me, and I was thinking, as last night my parents and I were like sort of going through the people who were coming today, I sort of wanted to like be aware of that, and I just thought about like there were so many memories of being at so many different people's houses and being with different people, and like I really feel like Eric and I were even also talking a little bit at the jog this morning about like how Houston is interesting because she's from a very small community also in Allentown, and then there's New York, right, which is like a huge community. And a huge community, you like can sometimes like you can be somewhat related to people and interacting with people. And in Allentown, like, it's just small, but here, like, it's tight-knit, but it's not actually that small, but it still feels really small, and what that means. So I just, like, wanted to extend some thank you to all of you for, like, helping me get this to this point. And then second, in relation to Erica's, I think that, like, as we sort of move forward, I think we intend to sort of go all in our relationship and, like, really make that, you know, everything. No, but, like, no, but really, but, like, that we're, all right. But like that, we sort of will be 100% immersed, and then also hopefully we as a family can emulate what y'all have done and sort of what our parents have done. And we're planning to make Aliyah to move to Israel in 1.5 years, and sort of in that way, you know, whenever any of y'all are here or your children, that like we want to extend that as well, that we can continue that and bring everyone into our like our greater family. So I just want to thank everyone and to feel that I'm very blessed to be starting with Erica, who's pretty much the best person in the world, and a very big compliment to me. And then just thanks to my parents for bringing everyone together and for hosting us and being so welcoming to Erica and being my parents and everything.
And there's lots more food, and Pesach